titled Dance With Me. Let's go.
Dance with me, darling, just one more time. Take my hand and let's just slow dance all night. Girl, you know I'm hoping, hoping when the music ends, you and I will fall in love all over again. Dance with me, darling, just one more time. Put your pride aside, right here next to mine. Girl, you know I'm hoping, hoping when the music ends, you and I will fall in love all over again. Yeah. All the stars are out tonight. Ooh, maybe they'll shine a little light, help us find what we're trying to find. It's been so long since I held you tight. I won't let you go till we get it right. Will you dance with me, darling, one more time? It's the only thing that we try. Girl, you know I'm hoping, hoping when the music ends, you and I will fall in love all over again. All over again. Will you dance with me, darling? Dance with me just one more time. Please, please, please. Dance with me, darling. Dance with me just one more time.
Wow.
Dance with me, darling. Dance with me. I gotta let you know, baby, I still love you, and I don't wanna dance with nobody, nobody, nobody but you. Dance with me, darling. Dance with me just one more time. Nobody but you. Dance with me, darling.
Nice, nice. All right, guys. So that was the final song off of this album, "Dance with Me," and I mean, once again, as someone who's followed Bruno Mars's evolution, from the doo-wops, hooligans days, to the slick, groove, heavy 24K magic and beyond. I feel like this track feels like a deliberate shift in energy. I mean, it's not flashy, it's not built for viral choreography. I love the fact that it's intimate, and that's exactly the point. Dance with Me plays like the emotional slow burn moment on this album, the romantic, in my opinion. The song you put on when the lights are low and the room is quiet. I love the fact that it doesn't jump out with explosive production. Instead it leans into in the atmosphere, soft percussion, warm instrumentation, and subtle Latin, a bit of southern Latin undertones, and layered harmonies that feels almost cinematic. I mean, from the very first line, I feel like Bruno sounded controlled and intentional. I love the fact that he wasn't trying to oversing. I mean, he's not trying to prove anything vocally. I mean, he's just telling a story. For the vocals and the delivery, I feel like this is where, as always, this is where Bruno Mars, shines. His tone here, is smooth, but vulnerable. There is tenderness, in his phrasing, especially in the chorus, that makes the plea feel personal. I mean, when he repeats the hook, it doesn't feel repetitive. It feels like longing. One thing I really, really respect about this performance, is the restraint. This man can belt. He can go acrobatic, but instead he keeps it grounded. That choice makes the emotional impact stronger. Because it feels sincere. Not theatrical. For the production and the arrangement, I love the fact that it's not overcomplicated. But it is detailed. I mean, gentle rhythm section, romantic chord progressions. Background vocals that subtly lift the chorus, a bridge that gives just enough dynamic shifts without breaking the mood. To me, it has that slow dance sort of energy, the kind of song that feels like the final track at a wedding or last moments before the night ends. And sonically, I have to say it fits the aesthetic of this album. Once again, the romantic really, really well. I mean, it leans into that Latin pop influence, while still feeling unmistakably Bruno Mars. Yes, lyrically it's simple, but effective. The idea of asking someone for just one dance is classic. It's nostalgic, definitely carries emotional weight without being overly dramatic. The beauty is in how relatable it is. Most people have had don't let this moment end kind of experience. To me, it's not the most complex songwriting Bruno Mars has ever done. But I mean, it doesn't need to be. Sometimes simplicity hits harder. And if we are talking about performance presence, I feel like a Bruno knows how to sell a moment. Even in a stripped back setting. I mean, he commands attention. His body language, micro expressions, and vocal control definitely makes the song feel alive. Rather than just recorded. It's not designed to be a studio anthem. It's designed to be felt. So now, if I'm to keep things honest and fair, I have to say that if you are looking for a high energy funk that Bruno is famous for, this might feel a little understated. It doesn't reinvent the wheel. It doesn't push boundaries musically, but not every track has to, in my opinion. This song feels more about emotion and innovation. So yeah, for my overall take, this particular song is a mature, restrained, romantic, slow burn that showcases this man's ability to create intimacy through simplicity. It may not be the loudest song on the album, but it might be one of the most heartfelt, in my opinion. For me, this is the kind of track that grows on you the more you sit with it. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your perspective, let me know what you think about this song down the comment section.